Hello guys! Welcome back sa aking YouTube channel. In today's video, meron na naman tayong physics question na nanggagaling sa unang hirit na tinanong ang mga taga Pasig Science High School difficult round. And here's the question. Ang isang bagay na may timbang na 50 kilograms ay inilagay sa isang patag na surface na may coefficient of friction na 0.3. Hanapin ang force ng friction na gumagana sa object na ito. Bale, malinaw naman sa tanong, ang kailangan nating hanapin ay ang force ng friction. How? We will take the formula of this. By taking the force of friction will be equal to the mu or the coefficient of friction. Ang meaning po ng coefficient of friction, dyan po tinatansya kung gaano kadulas ang isang surface. Multiplied by the normal force, which means this is perpendicular to the surfaces of an object. Okay? Then after nito, we will bring down the terms para mas lalo nyo pong maintindihan by taking this mu symbol, which means the coefficient. Malinaw naman sa tanong na 0.3 ang given niya. Okay? Then the normal force, mapapansin naman sa given question na wala pa siyang exact value. Okay? In order to get this, we will take the formula of mass times the gravity itself. Bring these two down. Mapapansin naman natin sa given question, para sa mass, malinaw naman na po, may given na siya na 50 kilograms. Okay, so we will bring it down, 50 kilograms. Tapos itong gravity, as we all know, gravity is constant, kaya we will bring down the 9.8 meters per second squared. Okay, we need to multiply the mass and the gravity. Bring it down 0, 8 times 5 is 40, 9 times 0 is 0, then 9 times 5 is 45. Okay, then we will add this thing up. Then, bring one decimal to the left. So, kaya maging kalabasan nito ay 490. Kaya, the unit for this is newtons. Okay, the answer for the normal force is equal to 490 newtons. Since may value na siya, we are now able to solve the frictional force by substituting these. So the frictional force will be equal to 0.3 multiplied by 490 newtons by simply multiplying it. Ayan po.
6.5 hours later.
The answer for the frictional force is equal to 147 newtons. I hope you learned something new. It's me, Bernardo Escorial. Stacker out. Hello guys! Welcome back sa aking YouTube channel. In today's video, meron na naman tayong physics question na nanggagaling sa Battle of the Brains College Division Difficult Round Batch 1994. And the question here is, a boy throws a ball of mass 0.20 kilograms straight up into the air with an initial speed of 15 meters per second. The constant of the gravity is 10 meters per second squared. So, hindi natin gagamitin ang 9.8 kasi sa given question ay 10. And here's the question. How high does the ball rise? Since sa question natin, ang ginamit na acceleration ay gravity, which is constant, at the same time, there's no time included, gagamitin natin ang kinematic equation. Kinematic equation, which is velocity squared is equal to initial velocity squared plus 2 and acceleration maximum height. And now, what we're going to do, we will simply substitute the following. Itong v, which is the highest peak of velocity, that will be 0 meters per second. Itong u, which is the initial velocity, based sa given question natin, 15 meters per second siya. So, we will take 15 meters per second. Tapos ang a, which is the gravity, we will take this as negative 10 meters per second squared. Bakit po negative? Kasi it opposes the motion upward. Then the s is the thing that we need to find. In order to get the s, which is the maximum height, we will take up the velocity squared minus initial velocity squared divided by 2a. And if you're going to substitute this based to the following, this will be 0 squared minus 15 squared all over 2 and negative 10. If we will eliminate the exponent, this will be 0 minus 15 squared. What is 15 squared? Very good. That's 225 all over 2 times negative 10 is negative 20. Okay? What we're going to do now, we will just simply cross out the 0. As you all know, if we're about to divide the negative sa negative, that will automatically be positive. Okay? Then now, we will simply divide 225 sa 20.
2,000 years later.
Then put imaginary 0. So, 100 divided by 20 is 5. Ayan po. Ito po ang final answer. So, the answer for this given question is 11.25 meters. I hope you learned something new. It's me, Bernardo Escorial. Stacker out. Hello guys! Welcome back sa aking YouTube channel. In today's video, meron naman tayong chemistry question na nagagaling sa Battle of the Brains High School Division Difficult Round. And here's the question. The empirical formula of a compound is CH2O2. The atomic weight of carbon is 12 grams per mole, hydrogen is 1 gram per mole, and oxygen is 16 grams per mole. If the compound molecular weight is 230 grams per mole, what is its molecular formula? And first, we will substitute all these given elements sa kanilang grams per mole. By taking first the carbon, which is C, is equal to 12 grams per mole. Then the hydrogen, which is only 1. Then finally, the oxygen, which is 16 grams per mole. E ngayon, tingnan natin kung ano ang molecular weight ng given na empirical formula na CH2O2. By substituting the given elements sa kanilang grams per mole. Okay? So, since C lang to, this is only 1, itong C, that will be 12. Plus, the another element, which is hydrogen, makikita natin dito na 2. So, if you're about to add 2 hydrogens, that will be 2 grams per mole, which will be 2. Then lastly, itong oxygen, we will just simply multiply that into 2, kasi O2 siya. 16 times 2 is equal to 32. Okay, and now, we're about to add for us to get the molecular weight of the empirical formula, which will be 12 plus 2 is 14. 14 times 32 is equal to, very good, 46 grams per mole. So, ito ang sagot sa empirical formula natin. Pero, sabi rito, if the compound molecular weight is 230 grams per mole, ano ang kanyang molecular formula? What we're going to do para maging accurate ang ating sagot sa mismong empirical formula, we will just simply divide 230 sa 46. Okay, by taking 230 divided by 46, which will be 5. 5 times 46 is 230, so there's no remainder. So, ito ang gagamitin natin for us to multiply each element. Ngayon, isulat ulit natin ang empirical formula, which is CH2O2. Itong 5, gagamitin natin yan for us to multiply each element. So, unahin muna natin ang C, which is only 1. So, we will just simply multiply 1 sa 5. Bababa natin itong C, that will be C5. Tapos itong H2, 2 sa 5, kaya magiging 10 sagot dyan. Kaya, kung ibababa natin ng H2, that will be H10. Then finally, kung i-upgrade natin itong O2, we will multiply as well sa 5, kaya mag-isagot dyan ay O10. Kapag ang molecular weight ay 230 grams per mole, ay C5H10O10. I hope you learned something new. It's me, Bernardo Escorial. Stacker out.